Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun here. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, well, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Roy Mustang. There's currently a bug in the game where Roy Mustang, under certain conditions, will get double the fighting spirit during the first turn when he comes into the game. Now, his S2 right here at the start of the battle, first turn, gains 40 fighting spirit and grants Flame Alchemist. Damage suffered by one attack does not exceed 51% of max health. This doesn't matter at all. Under these conditions, he will gain 80 fighting spirit at the beginning of the turn, or at the beginning of the battle, allowing you with a book to rip off the S3 immediately. So I did a little bit of testing in a controlled environment, and we're going to take a look at some of these real quick. So I had agility, we hopped in, and we ended up picking up Roy. Now this is going to be the first one. This is us testing with 2 books. I wanted to test with 2 books here in order to see what was going on. Now, if we take a look here, we go into the match. As you can see, we start the match here, and we only get 1. Now, in this situation, this one was a little bit weird here, mostly because it doesn't really fit with the subsequent ones, the subsequent matches that we did. So under these conditions, not too sure. I think it was because we didn't outspeed enough or something along those lines. DN was taking first turn. We didn't have anything on the other turn. We had 2 books here, and as you can see, we didn't get enough fighting spirit right there, which was a little bit odd. So I'm not too sure what happened with this first one. It is what it is, right? So this one was a little bit confusing. We did go through and we got the 2 books there, so we ended up going through again. I wanted to make sure that I was outspeeding the entire team here, because when I had heard about this, other people had talked about it. It was 2 units outspeeding, and we were good. So one of the things that I kind of thought maybe here was that we only had 1 unit out speeding, right? And then we had another unit that was way back here with the Sage Vivian. She was giga slow, so she was way back here. So we thought maybe that was the issue. So I wanted to make sure that I outsped the entirety of the other team. Now when we come in, we're gonna come in here, right? And so boom, right off the gate, we get the 80 fighting spirit. So this is obviously, as you go, you're going to be able to rip off the double S1s, or the S1 into the double S2, or into the S3. Sorry, I'm used to, yeah. So as you can see, we push back here, you know, the 80 fight. It wanted to make sure too that the 80 fighting spirit wasn't any sort of like graphical bug or anything along those lines. So as you can see, we are going to just soul burn right here. Yeah, we just hit a unit with our S1. This gives us enough fighting spirit to rip off the S3 here. Boom. Now testing, I wanted to make sure we covered some of the situations. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to see what happened if we just had 1 unit that outsped. So we went through this again with just the units here. Well, I wanted to make sure that if 2 units outsped, if we got it, and we did. So we had 2 units here, no second book. As you can see, we got the max fighting spirit. Obviously with him on book, easy peasy. Now our last test, our test here, I wanted to see with just 1 unit that was outspeeding. As you can see, with just 1 unit outspeeding, we did get the 80 fighting spirit, which is a little bit weird because in the first situation, we had DN who outsped, right? So if we go back to this first match where we used DN, right? DN took first turn, but we didn't get the fighting spirit here. And I'm not too sure why in this situation we didn't get the fighting spirit, but we didn't, even though DN absolutely takes first turn here. So as you can see, DN takes first turn right here. and does not get the 80 fighting spirit. However, in this situation where we just have C. Lilius outspeeding, he does. So as you can see, he's activating Flame Alchemist twice right here. Now, why he's activating Flame Alchemist twice in this situation is not too I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure why he's activating it twice here, but he gets that, plus we get the tag L's. And I wanted to confirm that because we did outspeed here by quite a bit, right? What was going on. So we did want to put something in between our opener and Roy. So we have the C. Lilius here, who is going to cut the Roy, but isn't going to cut Myran. So as you can see, again, we get the double Flame Alchemist here because we're taking first turn. However, again, in the situation of the DN not taking first turn, or in the DN taking first turn, we did not get this. So I'm not too sure what the difference is. Maybe it's because these units have 2 turn abilities. That would be interesting. I should test that next. Now that I've kind of gone through this, right? That's the only thing I can think of, right? Because C. Lilius has a 2-turn activation, or an extra turn activation. Ran has an extra turn activation. That would be interesting to test with a Peyra. Maybe I go back and test this, unless they just patch it real quick, right? So we end up, again, as you can see, right? So the DN comes in, and we only get the 1 activation of Flame Alchemist. So what is the difference here? If anybody can tell me, that would be fantastic. But currently, at least with like the C. Lilius open here, or the Ran open, he is going to be getting the 80 fighting spirit. So this is absolutely a bug. Something is triggering this dual Flame Alchemist hero of Ishval alongside of tags. So as long as you have this set up, you can S3 without a second book. He is self-sufficient on S1, S3 with this bug currently. Now, it'll be interesting to see if they turn this into some sort of feature, how this bug works, whether or not they'll address it currently, but this is currently a bug in the game. While it may not be necessarily game breaking, it could very well be, depending on your team. That is a lot of S1 into S3 damage. Obviously mine doesn't do it because we just slapped it on Grace of Growth and then threw some gear on it just for testing. But let me know if you've run into this in the comment section. It'll be interesting again to see how fast they fix this or how they address this. If you have any idea why this is triggering off of C. Lilius and Ran, but not DN, let me know as well, because I would be interested to see what your thoughts are on that. Anyways, that's it for me. I just wanted to get this out here and let you guys know. As always, if you guys like the content, like, fave, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace out.